Chandra here. We are kicking off ITSEC 2025 in Orlando. We are at the BAE booth with Petter Junk. How are you, Petter?
Wonderful to see you again.
You too. It's always a pleasure.
Definitely.
You have some exciting news this year, is that right?
We do. So this year is the launch of BAE Systems One Arc. So as you've seen over the last several years, we've brought a number of different businesses into the fold, but we've been actually approaching it in a very unique way as taking those commercial defense tech companies and making them really a U.S. defense tech prime. And so that is where BAE Systems One Arc is a commercial, non-traditional defense tech. It is here in the booth alongside BAE Systems parts of all of our innovative capabilities that we're getting to launch today.
And if you're on the floor, we are at booth 1649, right?
Yes.
Check it out. It's beautiful, beautiful. So what has this process been like? It's taken years probably to launch this.
Yeah, I think the market as a whole is constantly transforming. This is not an over the night, type of wake up call, but it's really that as we've seen it, software is changing things, the investment model is changing things to where really the commercial approach to the business model of defense tech is something that equally has to be brought into the fold with really much more of our larger programs and our larger types of commitments to technology. And so that's where, as we brought multiple different companies into the fold, we've really built them with an intentional means to keep that innovative commercial company going, while also then really affording it the scale, the velocity to really be able to impact the market that we're seeing from non-traditional defense tech. And I think that's a unique thing for BAE Systems to bring to market out of any of the tier one primes, and something very special for all of us that we've worked on for a number of years to really intersect with this market at this right time.
And being here at ITSEC is so important for you guys because it's all these simulations, but it's actually kind of part of operating and simulations at the same time, right?
Yeah, and as we've talked about for a number of years, we must simulate as we're going to go train. We must train as we're going to fight. That difference in the gap has gone to zero. Mm-hmm. We are talking about being able to bring the software into the platform itself, to where training and simulation is just a flip of the switch. It's not some container truck full of Pelican crates that you don't even have a spot for in the modern battlefield, but it's rather that as we're forward deployed, as we're preparing, you're able to simulate, see this digital battlefield, and then even go evaluate it changing over time. Yeah. Sending your drones ahead to scout the terrain, to be able to see what's going to be around the corner before you go there. And this connection between the digital world and the physical world and back and forth has to be seamless. And that's really where we're seeing this software revolution happening.
Wow, so impressive. What are some of the things that you are excited to show us here at the booth?
Yeah, well, as much as the modern battlefield is changing, so are the tools and technologies. One of the things that's often hard is how do you take the training scenario and put it into practice without having negative training events. So we have tools like our new modern drone trainer, Flow State, where you're actually using the actual controllers of the actual drone operators, where you are seeing it and even emulating EW interference, all the rest of those things that occurs in the battlefield, not just a pristine training environment, to the point where when you flip from, oh, that's no longer a synthetic drone, but that's the real one, there is no loss. You can't tell. It's the same controller in your same hand with the same headsets. And this is really where we're seeing is that the capabilities are really just a flip of the switch. Whether you're sitting in the driver's seat of a fighting platform and you're going into training mode, this is how we improve not just readiness, but lethality, survivability, reduce maintenance hours on platforms. It's a transformation of how we're doing things in the software type modern battle space.
And then they'll have that muscle memory, won't need to transfer that or relearn. That's incredible.
It's incredibly important to have not only that muscle memory, but also to remove the negative muscle memory. All too often the simulators don't have the buttons in the right spot. They don't have the exact tactile feel. When you're dealing with the actual interfaces to these futuristic platforms like drones and managing the counter-drone technology, whether you're into the battlefield systems to where it is too complex in a standalone simulator to have every button for every one of those things, by being able to bring the software as a ghost in the system to where then it can just go into that mode, you have only positive training environment. And that is so critical because you only have moments to be ready, and you cannot have those negative instances occurring.
So impressed. This is really exciting.
It is very exciting for us. For those that are at ITSEC, please come to booth 1649. Come see us and be a part of this.
Stay tuned for more at ITSEC TV.